Utkozorandi. Hello, my name is Moksetri. This video is for Com 3122 assignment. In this assignment, I worked on two parts. Part A, where I used a real COVID-19 dataset to train a dysentery model, and Part B, where I performed different data analysis tasks using pandas. I'll walk through each section of my notebook and briefly explain what I did and why. Part A, dysentery. First, I imported pandas skitlearns, train test split, dysentery classifier, and accuracy score. These are the main tools we use throughout the course for building machine and learning models. I downloaded a real global COVID-19 dataset from the GitHub repository. It contains confirmed COVID cases for every country across many dates. Here you can see I loaded the file called time series COVID-19 confirmed global.csv. This dataset is in wide format, meaning every date is a separate column. So the next thing I did was convert it to long format using melt function. Now each row represents a specific country on a specific date on with its corresponding number of confirmed cases. To create a target variable for dysentery, I made a simple label. If the number of confirmed cases is greater than 0 on the date, I set a label to 1, meaning COVID present. If the number of cases is 0, I set it to 0. After that, I selected three numeric features for training the model: latitude, longitude, and confirmed cases. Latitude and longitude represent the country's location, and confirmed cases gave us the cases trend. I filed the missing value with 0 just to avoid any errors. Then I created and next I split the data into training and testing sets using 70 to 30 split. This is something we practiced it in our labs and it helps the measure the model performance. Then I created a decision tree classifier and trained it on training data. After training, I used the to test to make prediction and calculate the accuracy using accuracy score. Finally, I printed the accuracy score. This shows how well the decision tree model classified the rows as COVID or COVID or not COVID. This completes part A using real world COVID data. Part B, pandas data analysis. Now I'll move on to part B. For this part, I used separate CSV file called assignment2CSV, which was provided for this assignment. I started by loading the dataset on looking at the first few rows to understand the structure. Mo- model column model model column permanently. I removed the model column permanently using the drop function. The cost of clean and convert the cost column. The cost column had characters like brackets and dollar sign. I used string replace function to remove brackets and dollar sign. Then I converted the cost column into an integer type bar chart. To visualize the data, I grouped continents by numeric columns, range value, cost, and plotted a bar chart. This chart shows how different continents compare on average across this numeric feature. And counting counting the continents, I counted how many times each continent appears. Then I displayed all unique continents and the number of unique values. I also ran the counts on the cost column to see the frequency of each cost value. And next histogram, I checked I created a histogram of the cost column using 50 bins. This helps visualize the distribution of cost. And missing values, I check for missing values in the zip code and type columns. Then I find missing type values with XXX. Next, next I use describe to display the summary statics. Then I accuse the first row and third of the outputs using iLog. Finally, I sorted the continent frequency both by count and alphabetically. This completes the Part B assignments. Thank you for watching my COM 3122 assignment to explanation. This concludes both Part A and Part B. I hope this walkthrough helped demonstrate how I applied the concept from course set, including data processing, pandas, operation, and machine learning with dysentery. Thank you.